Welcome back. Time for an arts and culture check for you this morning. We are learning a little bit about how you can expand your cultural horizons this week at UB. We are joined right now by the director of the new Humanities Institute, that's Libby Otto, and you are introducing a first-of-its-kind festival to the UB community and the community at large this weekend. Let's go back, though. Humanities is a word that kind of sounds academic. What are the humanities? How would you define them?
The humanities are simply arts, culture, music, dance, literature, all of these things that everybody loves to study in college, but maybe doesn't always major in.
Not just college, but earlier in life. I mean, we're talking about things that you do when you're a child, dance class, learning an instrument for the first time. It's important to do that when you're young, right?
That's right, exactly. Yeah, and it's important to do it all times in your life, which is why we wanted to do this festival, because we can bring the riches of our town to everybody then through it.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you have planned coming up this weekend.
So we have an extravaganza going on for a day and a half from Friday evening through all day Saturday. First, we have our keynote speaker, who is Gary Steingart, the author of several novels and a best-selling memoir called Little Failure, which is what his mother called him. And I think for most of us, if that was what our mother called us, we might have stuff to write a memoir about. So he's very funny and very fun. That'll be at the Albright on Friday evening.
Okay.
And then Saturday is a whole day full of programs that will amuse and entertain everybody. So outdoors, we have dancers. We have Gayatri Devi, who will be dancing on this program, as well as a whole bunch of other performers. We have a conversation station where people are invited to speak about their experiences with migration. We have a puppet festival and parade event happening, and there'll be fantastic food from around the globe. People get their lunch included for free if they purchase their tickets by tomorrow evening, by Wednesday evening. They get international food, Burmese food, pad thai, whatever, included as a part of their ticket.
And the international food and the international culture, it all ties back to the theme for this event, which is Migration Nation. Explain a little bit about what that means.
Yeah, so we've all heard a lot of talk about migration, immigration debates in the news, and what we wanted to do was give a much broader, more global perspective on the fact that everybody has gotten where they are somehow, whether it's a move themselves or their family immigrating. And so the festival seeks to answer the very simple question of how did we get here, and it does so through talks and a program of short films, experimental films by artists. The talks focus in on really fascinating subjects like the KKK as a force in New England, which most people don't think about, or the Middle Passage of people who were enslaved coming to the States. How have artists responded to that in the meantime? So they're really interesting, thought-provoking talks that people can go to and that are done in an accessible way.
You mentioned accessibility. Do you think that the arts and culture are accessible enough in our community?
I think, yes, they really actually are. It's one of the fabulous things about Buffalo that we have this incredibly rich cultural heritage and cultural present. And the Humanities Festival really seeks to bring that out and make it accessible to everyone for free for our outdoor performances and for $12, including lunch, for the indoor cultural materials.
So this is sponsored by the Office of Humanities at UB, but it's taking place at the Albright Knox Art Gallery and the Birchfield Penny Art Center. We would like to mention that those two institutions will also be taking part in the Free Museum Day, which will be going on at the exact same place and time on Saturday. So it really is a chance to get out and experience the culture and the arts and the accessibility of them here in Western New York.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a whole day of fun and festival, so people can buy tickets in advance by tomorrow to get their free lunch. They can also buy tickets after that, and they can just drop by and come and see what it's all about.
All right, we have some Bollywood dancers that have dropped by here in the studio. They are waiting over in one of the other sections of our studio here, and they will be dancing for us a little bit later in today's show as a way to help celebrate this first-time festival taking place in Western New York. Thanks so much, Libby, for coming in this morning. We appreciate you filling us in a little bit about this first-time event.
Thank you.
All right, it's time for Tuesday Tuesday now. We're taking a different look at culture with Matt and Judd. Hey, Matt.